design company.
right? So I had to be there at 8 in the morning every day, and there was 2 nights a week that I was also working till 3 in the morning at the pizza shop.
And on top of that, he was helping Dylan and Corey make a new edition of Loose Change. And Jason, who had spent an ungodly amount of time researching and memorizing all these arcane 9/11 theories, became the team's lead researcher.
Really, my job was to go through all these other archives and clip out the 15 seconds of a 3-hour clip and say, this is probably what we should use. Where can we fit it, you know?
And Jason didn't have final say on what made it into the film.
There were certain things I didn't want in the film. And, you know, well, for instance, the Cleveland stuff.
What Jason means by the Cleveland stuff is this claim that Flight 93, the one that crashed in a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, that maybe it didn't actually crash, but that it landed safely in Cleveland. Which, to be clear, isn't
I heard that
true,
it was shot
and
down.
is also pretty offensive. Like, it's basically suggesting that the 44 people who died on Flight 93, maybe they actually didn't.
And I remember news reports on that day that it was shot
spent a lot
down.
of time worrying
And then
about
they
making mistakes.
didn't say that
And
anymore.
I guess I'm just wondering, like,
Or
how
said
it
that was a
felt
false
for you
report.
to work on something that you had doubts about, that you know, there were certain facts that you knew weren't bulletproof. Like, how did that feel to work on?
I would just say that we were filled with such a bombardment of lies from the mainstream and possibly a never-ending war, and that was my main concern.
The second edition of Loose Change, like the first, is full of errors, just stuff that was wrong or sloppy or offensive. But Jason and Corey and Dylan pressed the DVDs and they posted them for sale on their website.
And they're
They were
doing an
excited to tell
NPR
us
story
that
about it.
jet fuel can't melt steel beams, and that what hit the Pentagon could have been a missile.
March 13th, 1962.
Only documentary I've seen about 9/11 was that it was a
All of it
controlled
packaged
demolition by
together with
Bush's
even
uncle.
tighter pacing and
And it was
cooler
pretty well
music
done.
and
It made a
more
lot more sense than
information
this.
the first edition.